Here we are in 2013, and we have a lot of super alloy steel that we can make knife from. But however, heat treatment and all the complexity, maybe it could be out of reach for a lot of people. So anyway, today outdoor, sometimes we get a little breezy, and you hear the wind noise. And also, I'm going to use a propane torch, blowing on some charcoal, which is going to be very noisy, so I will talk before I do it. And in my hand here, this is a little piece of CPM 3V, and this anneal I just cut it with a hacksaw. And this little piece I just cut it here is a CPM M4, and a anneal again I cut with a hacksaw. And this is the 52 100 ball bearing steel. Again, a anneal I just cut it with a hacksaw. A simple 1080 rod, a 1/4 inch per half, and a piece of my old S90V steel. And I'm going to heat it up as hot as I can. For the simple cabin, I will test with a magnet. If it stops magnetized, that means it's austenite, and it's probably ready. But I probably overheated, and I'm going to just quench it in some water, so the hardness is going to be extra hard. But again, these are tests, and when I take it out, I'm going to put it on the vise here and use a Nicholson file and fire it. If it skid along, right now, if I were doing this here on this CPM M3, you can see it just abrade right off. But once it quench, it's going to be a lot harder. So they're going to be noisy. So please stay with me. Initially, it did not be as noisy when I tried to heat the simple carbon steel, only the 1080 and the 52 100 ball bearing. I'm going to shield myself with a piece of wood. Then we got much louder because it's a lot of heat. The M4 got cooled down a little bit in the process, so I don't know whether or not it will harden accordingly. Well, let's try the M4 first. Here the CPM M4, and going to be with a file. Get along. So the quench work have to be over 62 or 61 RC. Cannot do anything about it. Have to be way above 2200 degrees. And that, and we'll try 3V. Actually tricky because it seemed to soften a little bit in the process, and so even though it seemed to be harder, however, in the transfer I could have lost some. Well, it brightened up, but it's not moving. Well, it would shatter if I hit it hard. So obviously, and here the S90V. Well, not much I can do with the file. And of course the 5200, it was a lot less 5200. Well, let's get along again. And even the 1080 simple steel. I think this end here, it eat up a little bit, so it looked like maybe I didn't heat it. Maybe I throw it in quite too soon. But we'll try the other end because it may be hotter. Yeah, it's a lot harder, but I think it's only about, it doesn't break like a nail. So it's I should heat up a little bit more than what I test with the magnet. But as you can see, if you do a quench on a 3V, you get somewhere 61, 62 if you do in water. But if you do in water, it warps pretty badly. And in order to temper, you need about 1000 degrees, Fahrenheit. So that is a complexity, you have to deal with. So therefore, if you, with a little trick from the backyard, you can do quench, but you can do a softer result. And you get about, what I shoot for is about 60. So that way I don't have to do temper. While S90V, you can temper with a regular toaster oven, the same thing for 52-100. You can use the toaster oven and temper from 350 to 400, depend how hard you want your knife going to be. But so anyway, I mean, usually you don't grind the edge too thin or they're going to warp really badly. So like for this 3V, I leave it only a little over a millimeter thick. I just leave it as it. I cut the shape of the blade and the tang, and then I just heat treat it, and then I grind it with low grade aluminum oxide or silicon carbide. I mean, something like 100 grit. And after that, sharpen it with diamond plate, and it's really great. So far I make knife for S90V, CBM 3V, 5200, 1080. I didn't do CPM M4 yet. So, but again, I might shoot for a kitchen blade that quench hardness, meaning it will breathe, it will chip. But if you know how to use the kitchen knife correctly, then you shouldn't chop or you shouldn't do something, then you can have a really good blade. So my analogy is, think of the super steel like a V8. Badly heat treatment, you got maybe 60% potential. And then you have a simple steel like 1080, so maybe it's just a 4-cylinder. 100% only give you half of what, and up 50% of a V8. There's something like that, right? So even larger treatment I can have, could be a stainless steel, it could be a semi-stainless steel, really good blade, cutlery blade in your backyard. Thank you for watching.